Hey y'all, so I decided to give y'all a video about a movie that I just watched the other day. It's been around for a while. Now I will say I am currently outside waiting to work, and there will be noises. So if you can't focus, look at that. And I'm gonna leave this right in the video. Anyway, if you can't focus with extra noises going on, I completely get it. I completely understand. But this ain't the video for you. Now, with that being said, I recently watched The Last Holiday. And there was so many good themes in that video or that film. And I want to start off with the major theme that was throughout the video. And that was taking what you desire and what you think in your mind and making it a reality. In the film, she had a book called The Book of Possibilities. And in that book, she wanted to own her own restaurant. She wanted to go and meet a specific chef. She wanted to go to Paris. She wanted to eat the food that the chef made. And she wanted to marry and fall in love with a specific coworker. Well, she kept looking at that book of possibilities, and she would scrapbook and put different things into it. However, eventually she found out, by the way, super spoiler alerts. So, whatever. But she found out that she had Lamington's disease. And in the film, it was very, advanced, and she was going to pass away within 3 weeks. So now she had no choice but to take that book of possibilities and make as much of it realities in 3 weeks as possible in order to say that she had lived a life. So she cashed in all her investments, her retirement, her bonds, everything, and she went to Paris so that she could eat the food that the chef made. And she met all of these people, and a lot of them were tied back to her life that she was living while she was waiting to live. Because essentially that's what she was doing. She was putting her head down, she was grinding it out, and she was just waiting to live life, not realizing that life is to be lived in the moment. It is not to be fantasized about years and years and years from now. The thing about life is, if you're not currently living your best life, you need to act like you are. You need to portray yourself as you are. A lot of the things that I see on other social media platforms is be delusional or show up as that person that you want to become. That's the same thing. When you are manifesting a life of happiness, a life of gratitude, a life of just all types of things that are good for you, you have to show up as the person who has it already, not the person who's wanting it, or else you'll always be the person who's wanting it. I want to be the person who has it. If my goal in life is to own several real estate ventures, I'm not showing up as the person who's still researching. I'm showing up as the person who already owns it, and then it shall be. So I really love the theme of, manifesting the life that you want and not waiting until you get to a certain place. Because a lot of people say, well, all I have to do is get $50,000 and then I can do this. Or all I have to do is get $100,000 and I can do that. Or maybe it's all I have to do is get, a spouse and kids and then I'll be complete. You're complete right now. It's up to you to figure out, what does your completion look like in this moment that can match up with you being that person that you're trying to become? You have to present yourself as that person already, even though you're not that person. For me, I'll give you a good example. Right now, I'm presenting it girl. Like a thuggish it girl. Got the boots on, got the tee, got the sweats, but the face is immaculate, honey. Now, in reality, am I it girl? Yes and no. The thing is, it girl is whatever you decide it is. So I may not be everybody's version of it girls, because these nails, horrendous. But, but at the same time, if you present yourself as it girl, if you have the attitude of it girl, whatever that might be to you, you're manifesting that you are it girl. And that's simply all it is. So I really loved that theme. I love the fact that they made it so that she had to step out of her comfort zone. She had to stop waiting for life to start and start making life happen. Because so many of us wait for life to happen. Life is not going to happen until you make it happen. You want something, you better go after it. You better figure out how you going to get it. And in the meantime, you better act like you already got it. Because I'm guaranteeing you, if you don't, another person will. And that fantasy that you have will be just that, just a fantasy. While they out there living their best realities. So other than that, it was some other things about, greed and commercialism and things like that, consumerism, and about how people just want more and more and more and more and more. And I thought that was really good too. We do live in a society where less is almost never more. You have less money, you have less stuff. You have less motivation, ambition, you have less stuff. So it's like, it was nice to see somebody who didn't want everything. She just wanted the things that really touched her heart. She didn't want to go from Paris to Rome to Barcelona to Ghana to Jamaica to Haiti. She simply wanted to go to Paris because it was someone there who cooked the things that she loved, and she wanted to meet them, tell them how much they meant to her, and she wanted to eat the food. She just had simple wants and needs. And I think that that's something that we're going back to as a society, because a lot of people are really over the whole consumerism thing. They're over the thought that they have to go and work so hard to be able to, one, just afford to live. Like, that's it. You got to work in order just to live. But then to get those extravagant wants and needs, you got to work really hard. So, and I'm not bashing anybody who does, because I'm gonna be honest, I enjoy opulence. I enjoy luxury. I enjoy things that usually come with a high price tag. Let me just be clear. But I feel that that's something that I personally can deal with, because I am also a person of simple means. In my head, I just heard duality. So I'll go with that. It is a form of duality to be able to go to a wealthy person's home and feel comfortable, and then go straight over to someone who may not have as much as even needed and still feel comfortable. That is duality, and that is a flex, and it is one that I can do, because I can go and hang out with my friends and bum on their couches because they don't have guest rooms, and some of them don't even have mattresses or anything like that, and I can go hang out with them and feel comfortable. But at the same time, I can also go and chill at the lake house and not worry about it, because I know that that's a different level of comfort, and I can fit in there too. So I'm not saying that consumerism is bad. I'm saying that when you let consumerism actually consume you, that's the problem. A lot of people don't have that distinction. A lot of people, it's just more. I need more stuff. I need this fancier. I need this car to be newer. And before you know it, it's just a chase. You're just chasing the next high from buying. You're just chasing the next high from owning or possessing the newest thing. So it was really nice to see Georgia, that was her name, Georgia Bird. She was a simple woman. She wanted simple things. The last theme that I want to talk about is love. And it's also one of the most frustrating themes of the whole entire movie. In the end, they fall in love. Everything's great. So let me just put that out there right now. But he liked her from the beginning. He liked her back when she had her slicked down ponytail into a bun. He liked her back when she was wearing her frumpy, ugly clothes. He liked her personality. And he liked how pretty she could look if she tried. if she tried. Because when y'all watch the movie, if you decide to, because I haven't really spoiled it, I promise you, there's so many great things, but I just had to put spoiler alerts out there because I am telling y'all some stuff about the movie. But yeah, he liked her when she was, honestly, when she wasn't putting that much effort into her looks. Let's just be real. Looks aren't super important, but polishing yourself and presenting yourself the way you want to be looked at, that is important. And Georgia wasn't doing it. She wasn't doing it, but her personality. Because see, some people don't understand. That personality will get you things. I've heard it so many times. I don't know why that girl would be with that man. She's so cute. She's so fine. And he's just, he okay. You wanna know why? Because when she get home, after everybody done hit on her and told her how beautiful she is and how much they want to be with her, she go home and she laugh about it with her husband and she have fun and he jokes with her and he teases her or he makes her feel like happy. It's the personality. Not everything got to be about looks. Not everything got to be about money either, but man, sometimes, look, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it do help to have a good pocketbook, okay? But my point is, he liked her way back then. He was flirting with her, and she just couldn't see in her mind them being together. It was in the book of possibilities. But her book of possibilities, she never thought it could be reality until she had no choice but to seize her reality because she only had 3 weeks left to live. So with that being said, what I gathered from that film was, 1, manifest your reality that you want and align yourself to it. She didn't just manifest, because she manifested by having a book of possibilities, but she also had to align herself with it. Aligning yourself with it means going to the places where you will be in order to make that happen. You're never going to meet the chef if you don't go to Paris where he works. That's just like anybody else. Oh, I want this perfect job. Well, if you want the perfect job, then why are you not doing the things that's required in order to get you there? You say you want to be I don't know. You say you want to be a flight attendant or a stewardess. Is a stewardess a flight attendant? I forgot which one is the politically correct one because I've never been politically correct. The point is, if you want that, go to hiring events. Talk to other people in that profession and go and network. Fly. Talk to them. Ask them how they got their jobs. If you're not putting yourself in a position to be aligned with the things that you want, well, you always gonna just want it. The other thing is to stop doubting self. And that's really the theme of love. Because she had to love herself before that love of a man loving her actually came to fruition. I'm going to repeat that again. She had to love herself before the love of a man can actually come to fruition. Because she thought he was just the finest, he was just the sweetest, he was just the cutest, and he was thinking the same thing about her. But she couldn't see it in herself. The moment she started loving on herself, the moment she started getting those massages, she got her hair done, she got her clothes changed, all of a sudden, he popped up in Paris like, baby! But anywho, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. I hope y'all watch it and think of these things when you watch it. And I don't know. That's it. I love you guys.